Just before reading the invocation, I'd like us to remember all those who have been subject to some great tragedies our world has experienced for the past few weeks. We were fortunate last November the 11th, to remember many of the Canadian service people who have served their country so well for many, many generations. All praise to you, gracious Creator. You have gathered us in this university community to praise you by our words and our works. Bless the University of Alberta, which seeks to teach whatsoever things are true. Bless the students and professors, the non-academic staff and support staff, the administration, and all those who volunteer on the Board of Governors, the Senate, and Alumni Council, and all who promote sound education in our community. We ask that those who leave here today, blessed with their degrees, may be given grace and strength to serve in our global home. May we grow in wisdom and grace before you and all your people. May this university always be home of truth and wisdom, of faith and goodwill towards all. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Alberta. My name is Ralph Young, and I have the privilege of serving as the Chancellor of our university and representing its public interest. To begin, I wish to acknowledge and honor all Indigenous peoples, including Inuit, Métis, and First Peoples of Treaty 6, and to acknowledge the traditional lands on which we are gathered today. I also wish to acknowledge and honor all the immigrants from many nations whose contributions have added so much to our rich heritage. Our university is blessed with a diverse and inclusive culture, which is built on the legacy of all those who have come before us. And today we pledge to uphold that legacy as we continue to pursue whatsoever things are true. On behalf of our entire community, I'm delighted to welcome you all to this convocation ceremony. We're very pleased that so many family and friends could join us as we celebrate the accomplishments of our graduands. Graduation from the University of Alberta is a significant milestone, and we're very honored to share this convocation with all of you today. The tradition of convocation, a Latin term meaning a gathering together of all qualified degree holders in a university community, dates back almost 700 years to medieval times. Many generations of scholars have walked in your footsteps. Led by our Chief Marshal and the University Mace, today's formal procession to the stage originates in the procession of the Guild of Teachers. Our university coat of arms above us includes the Great Horned Owl, the Book of Learning, the pronghorn from Alberta's coat of arms, and our own golden bear, mascot of our university. Our university motto, Caecumque Vera, Latin for whatsoever things are true, is at its foundation. As Chancellor, I wear the university green and gold with great pride and respect. The various academic gowns, hoods, and caps declare in their various designs and colors the alma maters and qualifications of the university community who are here on stage to celebrate with you. Similarly, your academic apparel signifies to everyone here and to our society your faculty and degree of proficiency as graduates. Today, each of you will cross the stage as your name is called, and that will be the most important part of the ceremony. Your degree will be conferred as I congratulate you and shake hands. That moment will bind you and the University of Alberta together for all time as alumnus. Your family and friends are witness to that commitment, and all of the history and tradition of today's ceremony is in honor of you, our graduands. And that's why we're here, of course, to celebrate your achievements. We're also extremely privileged to welcome Dr. Samantha Nutt, who has accepted our invitation to receive an honorary doctorate of science. An honorary degree recognizes inspiring role models and leaders, celebrates extraordinary achievements, and recognizes remarkable service to society. And Dr. Nutt is a sterling example of that. Joining our celebration on the stage today is our president, Dr. David Turpin, and Mr. Dick Wilson, chair of our Board of Governors. We're also pleased that Dr. Richard Fedorik, Interim Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry, Dr. Jonathan Schaefer, Dean of the Faculty of Science, Dr. James Kerr, Dean, Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, Dr. Anita Molzen, Dean, Faculty of Nursing, Dr. Robert Hainel, Interim Dean, Faculty of Rehabilitation Medicine, and Dr. Q Young, Dean of School of Public Health, are here to congratulate the graduates as they cross the stage. I'm equally delighted to welcome here on stage our past honorary degree recipient, Dr. Margaret Ann Armour. We also have joining us Dr. Bob Turner, MLA for Edmonton Whitemud, President of our Non-Academic Staff Association, Ms. Elizabeth Johannesson, the Graduate Student Association President, Mr. Colin Moore. And we also have some very special guests today, which is a little unusual for Convocation. We have a grade 4 class from Northmount School who's here as part of our youth school program, which is an outreach of the University of Alberta. So I'd like to have you welcome all of our guests on stage and all those in these. It's now my pleasure to welcome the Chair of the Board of Governors, Mr. Dick Wilson, to bring his greetings.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. Ralph Young, President, Dr. David Turpin, distinguished guests, graduates, friends, and family. I'm honored to be here today to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Governors of the University. Convocation is a special time when the entire university community gathers to celebrate your tremendous achievements. Indeed, we have much to celebrate. But today, we especially gather to celebrate you, the graduating class of 2015. You have achieved a level of excellence which will be forever recognized in your university degree, a University of Alberta degree. As Chair of the Board of Governors, I want to assure you that the University of Alberta remains steadfast in its pursuit of being among the world's great public universities. And our Board of Governors stands united in its commitment to excellence across the entire institution. It is indeed an extraordinary time for the University of Alberta and our province. Your degree positions you to compete with the very best in the world. You are only limited by your own ambition and creativity, both of which I know you have in abundance. In short, graduates, you are our pride and joy, and I know you will bring great honor to our institution as you work to solve the many challenges currently facing our city, the province, and indeed the global community. The Board of Governors salutes you today, and we hope this ceremony will be remembered as a highlight in a full and satisfying career. Remain ambitious and remain creative in your pursuits. Congratulations to you and your families, and our very best wishes in all your future endeavors. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Bob Turner, MLA for Edmonton Whitemud. Thank you.
Thank you, Eminent Chancellor Mr. Young, and good morning to all of the graduates. Good morning also to Dr. David Turpin, who I congratulate on his recent installation, to the Board of Governors, the Acting Board Chair, Mr. Richard Wilson, our distinguished guest, Dr. Samantha Nutt, faculty, staff, graduates, and most importantly, family and friends. It's a privilege to bring greetings on behalf of Premier Rachel Notley, as well as Minister Laurie Sigurdsson, Minister for Advanced Education, and the Government of Alberta. It is a true honor to join all of you on this special day. I want to begin with an expansion of the remarks about Treaty 6 territory. We are on Treaty 6 land, and Treaty 6 land has been a meeting place, and in particular here in Edmonton, for almost 3 centuries. One of my heroes, David Thompson, brought the equivalent of your skills in surveying and map making from the east to the west, and learned from our First Nations people and Métis people the routes to the sources of several major rivers. And I think that your journey in the future would be similar if you take advantage of the wise counsel from those sorts of folks. My association with the University of Alberta is long and valued. I began as a professor here in 1977. I've been participating and continue to participate in teaching and graduate studies as well as research, and I'm looking forward to continuing work in that regard. My wife is a PhD in radiobiology, and my son has an MD from the University of Alberta. I want to turn now to some remarks to the graduates. I want to join you in expressing appreciation, particularly to your family and other supporters. They put up with a lot of stress, I'm sure, in their lives, and I'm sure they're also very proud of your accomplishments. And I think this is their day as well as yours. I also think that you owe a debt of gratitude to all the educators that you've had, right from primary through secondary and then undergraduate university. And even the supervisors that you've worked with. I know sometimes that can be a troubled relationship, but I think they've put a lot of effort into your accomplishments, and they should be congratulated. All Albertans are very proud of your achievements and know that you have the potential to make major contributions to this province. You have major skills in things like evidence-based medicine. And that sort of skill is going to be very important in a whole range of activities that are going to affect the welfare of this province. Not only physical and mental health issues, but things like education, environment, climate change, protecting our air, water, and land, enhancing quality of life like sporting activities. I think one of the people that I've paid a lot of attention to who's on our faculty is Dr. Tim Caufield, and I would commend his work on evidence-based assessments to you. Another person that I would suggest to be a good model is one of our faculty members, Professor Lauren Terrell. Lauren was raised on a farm west of Edmonton and got an MD from this university. He went to Sweden and studied a very strange disease that a lot of people have difficulty pronouncing, porphyria. But that PhD in porphyria led to him having particular skills in the treatment of infectious diseases, made major contributions to the treatment of HIV, and more recently, because of his farm background, he had an understanding of ducks and the hepatitis that affects ducks. And in researching that, he discovered a cure for the major type of hepatitis in the world, hepatitis B. And this has resulted in one of the major improvements in the health globally. You're fortunate to be embarking on a long lifetime of learning. I think that's been the most exciting part of my career, is that I'm continually learning. I'm taking on new challenges. I value the information that I've gained from being at the University of Alberta. And I'm going to leave you with a quote from Alfred Lord Tennyson. He's the source of the motto, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. If you read up before that in the poem called Ulysses, there's this quote, "Yet all experience is an arch wherethrough gleams that untraveled world, whose margins fade forever and ever when I move." Once again, congratulations to you, the graduating class of 2015. I wish you all the best for a very successful future.
Eminent Chancellor, Board Chair Wilson, distinguished platform guests, members of the Academy, staff, family, friends, and especially the graduands. Congratulations and well done. Today, you celebrate the culmination of years of hard work and effort. Relish the moment and take pride in your accomplishments. Your parents, partners, and family, as well as all of us here at the University of Alberta, celebrate and acknowledge your talent and dedication. We know that earning a degree from this university is not easy. We know that we have demanded a lot and challenged you along the way. You've met that challenge, and we salute you. Soon, you will cross the stage. Chancellor Young, Board Chair Wilson, and I will greet you, warmly shake your hand, and formally congratulate you on earning a degree from the University of Alberta. At that moment, you will transform from graduand to graduate, and you'll formally join the alumni family of this great university. It's at major milestones like these that we often stop to think about how we got here. We review the choices and decisions, big and small, that we've made along the way. We think about the people who have influenced, inspired, and supported us. Possibly you're like me and find yourself reflecting on the history of your own family and how your success today links back to them and the examples they set for you, the values they helped you develop. 2 days ago, I too stood before a group of people gathered in this auditorium and formally became a member of the University of Alberta at my installation as president. These green and gold robes are nearly as new to me as your hood and gowns are to you. When University Registrar Lisa Collins placed these robes on my shoulders, I thought of my grandmothers, both of whom were from the prairies, one from a Saskatchewan wheat farming family and the other from a southern Alberta ranching family. Over the course of their lives, more or less spanning the decades of the 20th century, they saw such amazing technological and social change, and through their actions and words conveyed to me what you need to live a good life: resilience, adaptability, compassion, and hard work. I thought of my parents, who often took my brothers and me outdoors to introduce us to nature's beauty and diversity, and instilled in me an insatiable curiosity and drive to explore nature for myself and question the limits of what we know about it. When the university registrar placed these robes on my shoulders, I thought mainly of you, students and soon-to-be alumni. I thought of the tradition of excellence that has defined this university from its founding and inspired generations of students to be their best for the benefit of others. Alumni from the earliest decades of this university's history tell a common story. They speak of being motivated by exceptional professors to pursue excellence, to embrace opportunities and stretch themselves in new ways and take on the responsibilities of public service and leadership. In that way, thousands of apparently ordinary graduates like you have gone on to make extraordinary contributions. I think of Willie Littlechild from the Ermineskin Reserve, a residential school survivor and star University of Alberta athlete in the 1960s, whose work as a lawyer and advocate led to his playing an instrumental role in drafting the UN Declaration of Rights of Indigenous Peoples. I think of Alfred Orono, a former child soldier who landed here in 1995 from a refugee camp in Kenya, and with his BA and law degree in hand, went on to serve as a prosecutor at the International Criminal Tribunal for Rwanda, his home country. I think of the University of Alberta alumni, now playing major leadership roles in all orders of government. Don Iveson, mayor of our city, Rachel Notley, premier of our province, and Rona Ambrose, interim leader of the opposition in Canada's parliament. Universities, as these stories illustrate, are the great opportunity equalizers. They are society's educators, generators of new ideas, and engines of social, cultural, and economic prosperity. Or to put it more precisely, universities are these things because you, our graduates, you take lessons learned and experiences had here and become society's educators, generators of new ideas, and engines of social, cultural, and economic prosperity. No matter your area of study, we have taught you that learning happens when you take on the toughest assignment of all, that being to question accepted truths, to refute tired assumptions, and to reimagine the possible. For that reason, you now have the responsibility and privilege to use what you have learned and experienced, to take your talents, knowledge, skills, and ingenuity, and to help build a better community, a better province, and a better Canada. I know that this task will not be easy. I know that you face a lot of uncertainty, whether you have a job offer in hand or not. On a very personal level, you are no doubt in the process of asking yourself big questions about what comes next. Our province and country, too, are in the middle of this process. We are all trying to figure out the future. We can see that traditional occupations and industries are in decline. We know that major social and environmental challenges must be addressed. And we don't yet know how we'll make the changes we need to make. What I can tell you is this: if you make your focus the well-being of others and not yourself, you will succeed no matter what the future holds. So together, let us join hands with the more than 270,000 alumni worldwide who are striving to do their best for the purpose of uplifting the whole people. Let us work with common purpose, with resilience, adaptation, compassion, and hard work to build a better community, a better province, a better Canada, and a better world. Thank you and congratulations. We look forward to your future success.
Knowledge shall not be the concern of scholars alone. The uplifting of the whole people shall be its final goal.
They inspire us all with their brilliance, creative force, and fervent desire to make the world a better place.
I accept in the name of our poor people.
Dream your dreams. It is possible to have a new kind of world.
Those who receive an honorary degree from the University of Alberta set the highest standards of dedication and excellence for students and for society at large.
You will always find it, your own courage or theirs, in the eyes of the other.
Go where there's no path and leave a trail for someone else.
And while their backgrounds and fields of endeavor vary widely, all are exceptional.
Maybe it's best if I just speak from the heart.
I will remember you. Will you remember me?
We face today a clash of ignorances.
You are who make the history. You are who create the future.
U of A honorary degree recipients embody the university's vision to inspire the human spirit through outstanding achievements in learning, discovery, and citizenship in a creative community.
I think we are now in the threshold of a new beginning.
It is a spirit that is building one of the world's great universities for the public good.
It is your attitude that will sustain you. It is not what happens to you, it is what you do with it.
Travel well, travel without prejudice, live long and prosper. There you go. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate of the University of Alberta, it is my privilege to introduce Samantha Nutt for the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. I quote, "The conflicts we see around the world will not be solved militarily. They will be solved by a consistent and sustained approach to development and to fostering human rights on a global level." These words belong to Samantha Nutt, a physician who embodies the perspective that to heal, one must look outside oneself and assess the ills of the world. Immediately upon receiving her medical degree, Samantha Nutt traveled to Somalia to tend to women and children in the war-ravaged region. There began a storied career as a humanitarian, advocate, and human rights expert. Dr. Samantha Nutt is the founder of War Child Canada, an independent Canadian charity and internationally acclaimed non-governmental organization that has engaged more than 2 million North Americans on international issues, raised more than $20 million in humanitarian assistance, and has benefited more than 500,000 war-ravaged children and their families. But rather than delivering humanitarian programs in a top-down approach, War Child Canada provides local support in some of the most devastated regions in the world, with the tools to strengthen their communities and the tools to bring about positive change they themselves envision. Closer to home, Dr. Samantha Nutt has leveraged her creativity to develop musical programming in a way of engaging North American youth in global issues. She serves as a mentor for thousands of Canadian women and girls, and she is a regular panelist and guest of Peter Mansbridge on The National. She's been profiled in Time magazine, and her voice is heard around the world on international news programs. Dr. Samantha Nutt's informed and effective leadership on fundamental issues of human rights, international development, and social justice reflects a profound commitment to our shared humanity. Eminent Chancellor, with great pride and great respect, I present Samantha Nutt.
Samantha Nutt, in recognition of an exemplary humanitarian, physician, and author who has made enduring contributions to relief and development programs for women and children affected by international conflict, I desire to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Science and to express the hope that we shall continue to be enriched by your wise counsel for many years to come. Congratulations, Samantha.
Thank you very much. Good morning. I do want to thank the university for this extraordinary honor and for the privilege of addressing all of you today. So let me get this on the table that you'll never forget this. Your keynote speaker, your convocation speaker on your graduation day is a nut. It's no slight against your extraordinary accomplishments either. I just want you to know that. Now, I have to be honest with you, this is not the speech that I thought that I would be giving today. And I suspect it is not the speech that you thought you would be hearing today. Because convocation speakers, we're supposed to tell you that you are embarking on the greatest journey of your life, that everything you have done has led to this singular moment when you will finally be unleashed upon the world, fully formed, partially formed, slightly improved. It doesn't really matter. All of these things are acceptable. And I'm to tell you that the University of Alberta did its job, and that the anxiety and the cramming and the self-doubt and the student loans and the cockroach-infested apartments and the endless meals of craft dinner, right? All of those things, that they were worth it. And rest assured, it will have been worth it. And I have given every single one of those convocation addresses, and they are rich in platitudes, and they are high on optimism. This is your world, seize it. But the truth is, I don't know what kind of world you are inheriting. I thought I did. I've seen most of it, from the shrinking riverbeds of the Blue Nile to the wooden port town of Basra, Iraq, from Signal Hill to the Georgia Strait and back again, probably 300 times, 6 just in the past month. This is the world I know, though it is no longer the world I recognize. It is impossible to reflect on the events of the past 5 days and not feel changed, forced from our chrysalis, exposed and vulnerable. Sad, because we all deserve something better, gentler, and more beautiful. Not 129 people dead in the city of light and philosophy and love and poetry. C'était pour nous la vie en rose. For some of you, this will be frightening and strange. Many of you here today were 8 on September 11th, 2001. 8. There are shoes in my closet older than that. But that too was another day that changed everything, and that tragically left thousands dead in the city of hopes and dreams and opportunity. And then there was Madrid and Mumbai, Beirut, Boston, and Baghdad. The list is insufferably long. We grieve, we rebuild, we avenge, but somehow we are never the same. Nothing is ever the same. As human beings, we need the comfort of the familiar. We need those banalities of life. We need to go to school and work and rock shows and restaurants and markets and not wonder, will these be my last minutes on earth? That comfort, that familiarity is like a white noise that we don't hear until the moment that it is abruptly shut off. Its presence is marked most acutely by its absence. And in the aftermath of tragedies such as these, everything is loud. It's too loud. We can't focus or concentrate. Every sound, every cry, every flutter of wings is exaggerated. This is terrorism. And as it claims innocent lives, it lays waste to our everyday. Just another day, we used to say, until the day like no other day. Now crowds of people make us nervous. Open patios are too much risk. We notice many more heavily armed men in uniform right before we stop noticing that there are many more heavily armed men in uniforms. And then the voice in our head changes too. Let's not go to that baseball game. Who knows what could happen? I wonder what that young man on the bus has in his backpack. Always sit next to the exit in the theater, just in case. Just in case. I have seen and lived war, and I have wrestled in my own way with those feelings of helplessness over the years. At times, it has even led me to a rather compulsive vigilance at public gatherings, from large outdoor New Year's Eve parties to the Santa Claus parade in Toronto. I can barely get through a fireworks display, I will tell you that much. This ritual of noticing things has been my talisman. It is one I have carried with me for 20 years since I landed in Somalia as a young physician to work with UNICEF. The trouble is, this experience of violence, it is almost impossible to leave behind. It puts us in the habit of fear and mistrust, and the world pivots from a place of wonder and possibility to a place of tension and mistrust and fear and resentment. It hardens us, and we see our former selves as blithely optimistic, naive fools. Things are different now, we tell ourselves. Everything is different now. Things are different now. But to the graduates, as you wrestle with this new reality, let it not shake your confidence in who you are or in what we are as Canadians. We are a country of new beginnings. We are a respite for the war-weary, the vulnerable, and the oppressed. My parents came to this country. My father was a child born into war. My mother from a working-class Scottish family, trying to get a fresh start. They came here in search of a better life, if not for themselves, then for the children they would eventually have. For me, for my younger sister, for their only grandchild, my son, Reese, who is 10. Everyone and everything I love is the product of that optimism. That is what this country is for all of us, for me and for you. We cannot forget that, even in tough times. We cannot look upon one another with suspicion, derision, animosity, or fear. We cannot let it change what we are, corrupt us, or rob us of our everyday. How do you defeat terrorism? Well, we can certainly debate the most effective means. We can weigh the value of increased military intervention alongside the odds of success. We can bomb, we can train, we can shoot, and we can lock ourselves in. We can build walls of steel and fortresses of barbed wire. We can close our minds as well as our borders. But too often, the very weapons we deploy to defeat terrorism become its accelerants. There are no easy answers and no guarantees. But as these conversations take place in the coming weeks and months, let's aspire to move forward and live every day as if it were extraordinary, simply for being ordinary. That's what we all want. That's what those living with the horror and heartbreak of war want. Just a normal day. If I can offer any lessons from my life, a life which has on at least a couple of occasions very nearly been extinguished by war, and in which far too many of my friends were lost to days like no other day, it would be these. Remember who you are. Remember where you come from, the essence of which is all around you here today. And remember to never, ever hesitate to show those you love just how much you truly mean it. C'est ça la vie en rose. Merci et bonne chance à tous.
Thank you, Dr. Nutt. It is a privilege to call you Dr. Nutt. The acorn is a nut, and it grows into one of our finest and most beautiful trees. You have given us a mighty message, and you've demonstrated the mighty impact that a nut can have. You've told our graduates that they deserve a better and gentler and more beautiful world. And I know they'll take your message and go out and make our world better, gentler, and more beautiful, as you have been so successful in doing through your career. Thank you again. Now, to commemorate this honorary degree, I'm now going to ask Dr. Nutt if she would mind signing our University Honor Roll. And now, graduates, it's your turn. As the name of each graduate is called across the stage, I will formally admit you to your degrees, and we will have an opportunity to congratulate you. On your journey across the stage, you will walk past the University of Alberta's ceremonial mace. Centuries ago, this mace was a symbol of authority over life and death. Today, the mace represents the life-changing power of knowledge and the importance of our university and our graduates to our community and to society. I look forward to meeting you on stage.
The candidates for degrees will please rise and follow on page 5 of the convocation program. Eminent Chancellor and President, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the these scholars and ask that they be pledged and admitted to the degrees to which they are entitled.
Graduates, do you promise faithfully to observe and loyally to maintain the statutes, customs, privileges, and liberties of this your university? Do you solemnly promise to conduct yourself in all things loyally and faithfully to the honor of your university, the encouragement of learning, and the good of your country?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of this university, I admit you to the degrees to which you are entitled and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining to such degrees. I charge you to use them for the uplifting of the whole people, to inspire the human spirit, and for all who believe to serve your God, and to pursue more steadfastly whatsoever things are true. Please be seated.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Federack, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Medicine and Dentistry. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, the winner of the Governor General's Gold Medal, Daniel Unterweger.
Dr. Daniel Unterweger is the recipient of the Governor General's Gold Medal, awarded at the Fall 2015 Convocation by the Faculty of Graduate Studies and Research. This medal is presented on behalf of the Governor General of Canada, His Excellency the Right Honourable David Johnston, and his wife, Her Excellency Sharon Johnston. Established in 1873, the Governor General's Gold Medal is one of the most prestigious awards that can be received by a student in a Canadian educational institution for exceptional academic achievement. Dr. Unterweger was born and grew up in Albstadt, Germany. He holds a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Ulm. Today, he receives his Doctor of Philosophy degree in medical microbiology and immunology. The title of Dr. Unterweger's thesis is Type 6 Secretion, System-Mediated Microbial Competition of Vibrio cholera. Dr. Unterweger investigated the secretion systems of Vibrio cholera, a bacteria that can cause cholera, a potentially fatal disease. Today, antimicrobial resistance is becoming a serious health concern, and the availability of antimicrobial compounds is becoming limited. Dr. Unterweger's work provides the basis for new ways of treating infections, specifically because the secretion systems of harmful strains of cholera-causing Vibrio cholera bacteria operate differently than those of non-harmful strains. A highly specific therapy against the harmful strain can now be developed. Additionally, the distinctiveness of the discretion system of harmful strains of bacteria can now be used to quickly differentiate from the innocuous strains. Dr. Unterweger's doctoral research was supported by the German National Academy Foundation Scholarship and an Alberta Innovates Health Solutions graduate studentship, and he has several publications to his name. During his time on campus, Dr. Unterweger mentored several undergraduate students and represented his peers on multiple committees in his department, many of which organized events for students. Dr. Unterweger also spent his days exploring Canada as an international student, making friends and traveling. He especially enjoyed his hiking and camping trips to the Rocky Mountains. Dr. Unterweger is now undertaking postdoctoral fellowship duties at Oxford University. Dr. Unterweger, please accept our heartiest congratulations. Congratulations.
Danielle Louise Anderson. Miranda Marie Brun. Emily Chan. Carla Maria Cravero Salvado. Curtis Daniel Hodge. Shema Abdelrazik Hussein. Jason Bradley Aden. Karen Kayan Tojong. Wentong Long. Nermin Hosni Ibrahim Yosef. Stephen Derald Willows. Dervinderjit Kaur Mudgil. Nur Mahmoud Musa. Maria Obedat. Sandra Elizabeth Pineda Sanabria. Shakti Singh. Hongfu Sun. Sarah Christine Treat. Kinola Jeanette Noella Williams. Ephraim Tekele Zodi. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Science, Dylan Yamabe Breichreitz. Jin Yan Chung. Joshua Neil Han. Angela Shintong Lao. Janelle Lynn Pedersen. Diana Hong Pham. Leslie Janine Roper. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Richard Federack and Professor Lisa Purdy, I present the following graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Science. Arvin John Belagoas Amo. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Jonathan Schaefer, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Science. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Jose Luis Avendano Nandez. Nelson Fernie Bernal. Adrian James Biglands. Stephanie Blay. Cassandra Dolores Marie Churchill. Sandra Milena Duran. Agnieszka Karolina Dimowska. James Dean Ead. Wael El Sed El Henaway. Daniel André Norman Foster. Kiana Hajabi. Ling Han. Van Hai Ho. Ricardo Juan Aguilar. Amira Ibrahim Ali Khalil. Shihan Veko Khan. Michael Ryan King. Yang Liu. Werner Alexander Lofstrand. Paul Ashley Lummis. Sheikh Tawhid Mahmoud. Maria Laura Patricia Mazzino. Osama Salem Odat. Stephanie Jane Peacock. Lei Pei. Joshua George Pemberton. David Ricardo Riveros Pacheco. Nathaniel Sean Russell. Birbikram Roy. Corey Albert Scobie. Justin Anthony John Thuss. Brandon Michelle Weber. Scott Norman Williamson. Cheong Wu. Yiman Wu. Michelle Young. Zhenpeng Zhang.
Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Arts, Alison Elizabeth Cheesebrough. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Science, Arninat Abiola. Roshan Achal. Ozioma Judith Adiomenye. Gavin James Bradley. Rachel Renee Brown. Gregory Donald Burlett. Sofia Carolina Calvo Rodriguez. Kimberly Ann Campbell. Lindsay Christine Canham. Lin Chen. Jenna Victoria Congdon. Brendan John D'Emiliano. Tyler Jordan Duncan. Osoruge Carl Ejibor. Shushin Fan. Robert Marlon Ferner. Meriam Golami. Laura Crystal Gilar. Kaylee Sharia Green. Troy Curtis Hansen. MD Mafajol Haq. Andy Thomas Hess. Kasun Lakita Hirapatia Hirapatiage. John Huang. Sahid Du. Eric Elmore Johnson. Prachi Lolenkar. Ginny Ann Marshall. Christiane Margaret McDonald. Naomi Elizabeth Miles. Re Ni. Sanaz Nikcha. Uchena Onyakachukwu Onyajekewe. Justin Wayne Schick. Hao Shu Shu. Kilian Don Henriquez Smith. Kayla Dawn Stan. David Guy Tetreau. Joshua Evan Yakachuk. Shimei Yu. Lily Zheng. Cheng Zhang. Yunan Zhu. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honors, Shane Francis Carey with First Class Honors. Thomas Stephen Fleming. Cassandra Julia Husband with First Class Honors. James Brenton Moore. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Specialization, Miriam Hussein Ali. Moyosore Adekotumbo Bello. Logan Boyce. Megan Jamie Chan. Chikong Chen. Emily Hope Gilmore. Jinxin He. Kyle Joseph Hine with distinction. Miguel Ramirez. Xin Yao Sun. Sonera Tejpar. Sarah Elise Witzke. Krista Julianne Wright with distinction. with distinction. David Yu with distinction. Costa Gervas. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Kirsten Taylor Anderson. Irvin Aria. Yuki Asami. Mark Singh Basi. Jevin Brian Buki. Gori Chagar. Andrew Philip Choi. Mark Contreras. Rachel Rosemary Davidson. Jenna Alessandra Dell. Mirko Dronel Areta Diaz. Vivian Joko. Dragos Tristaru. Eric Daniel Estigoy. Sarah Louise Felice with distinction. Quincy Elizabeth Frick. Sean Mervyn Graham with distinction. Yushuan Huang. Kimberly Ijeoma Ihikwaba. Lila Kish George. Chun Han Lee. Ariel Amelia Letcher with distinction. Mengchu Lee. Brittany Ryan Lloyd with distinction. A mathematical science student who embraces and uses her failures as stepping stones to success, one milestone at a time, Damina Lufuma. Martin Ross Mackay. Chelsea Brianne Mazur. Kira Nadine McLaughlin. Lin Teen Win. Trang Ti Dun Win. Ty Colton Parsons. Alexander Craig Peltier. Nancy Thanyan Pham Nguyen. Shohan Ran. Morgan Bree Shipka. Alexandra Jane Sieben. Harpreet Kaur Sehota. Avinash Singh. Afrina Tasnim. Rachel Elise Top. Hanthok Ton Tran. Jack Hunter Tuza. Yang Wang. Michael Scott Williams with distinction. Shireen Wong. Leela Marie Wright. Kimberly Jade Yamada with distinction. Shinge Kurakwashe Zindi.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor James Kerrer, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Ahmed Sayed Atiya Abdelmonem. René Kassem Gaber. Shaim Madhusudan Garg. Eminent Chancellors, for the degree of Master of Science, Samia El-Khatali. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Doctor of Pharmacy, Julia Eileen Bonnet. Sabrina Yunsa Choi. Caitlin Amy Clark. Ashley Nicole Dunstan. Braden John Hellick. Tara Amy Leong. Sharon Po Peng Ong. Cameron William Rossner. Rahul Sahajpal. Morgan Amy Schultz. Joey Tan.
Letitia Yvonne Tressing.
Letitia Yvonne Tressing. Sujim Yim. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy, Amna Kaiser Rana. On behalf of Professor Anita Molzan, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Nursing. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Vivian Afra Dakwa. Anthony Viano de Padua. Lisa Michelle Howard. There's an enthusiast. Jeffrey Murithi Maina. Nicole Snow. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Nursing, Rebecca Kathleen Ellis. Shyla Grace Rochelle Genoway. Kimberly Ann Hodge. Kaylee Josephine Hoglin. Crystal Marie, Mary Alice Jacob. Kyung-suk Faith Ko. Tanya Courage. Anra Lee. Will Lin. Alicia Jean Lust. Cheryl Lynn McIntosh. Christopher Moon Ma. Christina Lee Manraj. Receiving today both her Master of Nursing and Graduate Certificate in Teaching and Learning in Nursing Education, Sadif Salim Murad. Gregory Gerald Nolan. Ashley Pasharovsky. Shauna Reed. Brian Matthew Say. Jennifer Lee Schultz. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Kaylee Joan Boyer Abors. Stephanie Janine Alstad with distinction. Andrea Kathleen Barron. Sunya Iqbal Amiri. Catherine Devi Apana. Stephanie Marie Beatty with distinction. Haley Dawn Bell. Sydney Mae Bennell with distinction. Leah Erin Bloomhagen. Joanne Jean Vialas Bora. Laura Ann Elizabeth Boal. Caitlin Robin Chalmers with distinction. Christina Sen Yi Chan. Alyssa Mae Chappell with distinction. Jin Young Chung with distinction. Sarah Ka Yu Chung with distinction. Brianne Lynn Schmiller with distinction. Kathleen Kutz. Erin Colleen Crothers with distinction. Bonnie Dang. Stephen Herbert Deutsch. Belinda Dew. Miranda Catherine Doherty with distinction. Moya Keely Dupuis with distinction. Megan Florence Joan Freeman with distinction. Rafael Tonatiu Fuentes. Tina Christine Herring. Melanie Carmen Hassett with distinction.
Ayla Jolene Houghton.
Ayla Jolene Houghton. Sieda Alvia Jaffrey with distinction. Erin Lisa Anna Joch with distinction. Nancy Wangari Kariku. Sarah Catherine Kaler Ewing with distinction. Kelly Ray Kaimak with distinction. Michelle Kue with distinction. Courtney Ann Cowell. Annetta Ketokville. Shauna Marie Christoph with distinction. Anna Marika Kubanska with distinction. Kristen Lindsay Kunkel with distinction. Teresa Kimberly Lambert with distinction. Veronica Lee. Tanisha Amy Monique Levy. Vantana Tessa Lou Dudiak. Helen Fiona McKee or McKay, depending on which part of the island you come from. Sinead Catherine Mahoney. Catherine Anya Martin with distinction. Dana Movis with distinction. Coratel A. Nasir with distinction. Stephen Van Noyen. Rebecca Louise Pugh. Sibo K. Randawa. Who gets the prize for today, I think, for audience response? Harsimran Kaur Sal. Biola Tepe Salami with distinction. Shay Ann Samuelson. Alana Christine Sawyer with distinction. Sarah Jane Seymour. Christy Louise Sherlock with distinction. Carrie Marie Solid. Shasta Catherine Santiago Sosa. Tori Quinn Spencer with distinction. Danielle Spooner. Jennifer Dorothy Stanfeld. Jordan Lynn Steele. Haley Elaine Thomas. Sarah Louise Teagan. Bella Lok Yan To. Janet Trang. Deborah Marie Tremblay with distinction. Kirsten Kathleen Waddell. Julie Diane Weiss. Cindy Xin Zhang with distinction. Caitlin Lorraine Zwing.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Robert Hennell, I present the following graduates for degrees in the Faculty of Rehabilitation Medicine. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Maxi Anne Misiak. Eminent Chancellor, for the degree of Master of Science, Jill Allain. Heather Marie Alessio. Kylie Jean Apers. Sarah Marie Betty. Paige Lauren Borger. Carly Lynn Brown. Jessie Ray Buckland. Kayla Chantel Carbert. Mandy Chan. Sharon Elizabeth Chatney. Alicia Rose Chernick. Taylor Jean Christie. Isabella Mengfen Chua. Danielle Laurie Mosher Commander. Sarah Juliana Conrad. Amy Elizabeth Cook. Angela Christina Cuglietta. Sarah Dawn Danielson. Michelle De Leon. Michelle Andrea DeShane. Kirsten Lauren Dembicki. Lisa Michelle Dembicki. Zakia Danani. Erin Alexis Dodd. Megan Kathleen Donnelly. Alicia Duncan. Risha Dutt. Claire Rhea Ellison. Kathleen Nicole Engel. Leslie Kathleen Irene Irvin. Elise Jacinthe Fagnan. Christine Dawn Fandrick. Sarah Jean Francis. Catherine Janine Frankie. Allison Kelly Friesen. Joanna Marie Funk. Marissa Gann. Rebecca Erin Gano. Samantha Page Greensides. Alexandra Lee Hampson. Selena Christie Hansen. Erin Marie Harris. Celine Shiling Ho. Jennifer Huang. Andrea Nicole Hubmeyer. Lindsay Ann Ilsa Hone. Kayla Ann Hughes. Nathan Toru Ikuta. Delaney Lynn Jackson. Sarah Alexandra Johnston. Alexandra Kathleen Kent. Marissa Margaret Lacourcière. Janice Weka Lam. V. Adele Eden Lee. Caitlin Dryle Lee. Jessica Lindsay Leonard. Heyman Becky Lee. Nicole Christine Little. Kimberly Dawn Long. Amanda Kathleen Lopinski. Caitlin Michelle Mackey. Riel Blakely McAvoy. Sarah Lynn McCallishan. Julia Crystal Mills. Chloe Page Mullen. Alana Mary Karen Murphy. Jennifer Lee Newman. Joyce Ann Pascual Nictao. Erica Grace Ort. Desiree Kate Ostapowicz. Lisa Mary Pashnik. Cara Lene Pedersen. Julie Lynn Peters. Nita Zoe Plummer. Laura Elizabeth Purvis. Carmen Ashley Reed. Angelica Nadia Reyes. Lauren Marjorie Richards. Morgan Laurel Alice Richards. Catherine Alexandra Robertson. Leanne Grace Sadowski. Shaylee Gail Saville. Ifat Shagufta. Andrea Rochelle Simeoni. Miranda Carey Scale. Crystal Ann Screever. Jacqueline Elizabeth Smith. Narissa Ann Smith. Rosalind Virginia Sangoda. Catherine Wallace Stevens. Kendra Ray Sutter. Receiving a Master of Science and a Post-Baccalaureate certificate, Lauren Marie Templeton. Mariana Thiessen. Sally Claire Tilburn. Rikia Lynn Trischuk. Sylvia Sang. Iris Tung. Andrea Mary Tyndall. Chelsea Cassandra Wills. Kyle Andrew Wilson. Jenna Mingchen Yang. Tara Young. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Professor Kuei Young, I present the following graduates for degrees in the School of Public Health for the degree of Master of Science. Carly Ann Aktimichuk. Wally Mohammed Akhteri. Andrew Mark Hamilton Brooks. Angela Wei Yi Chan. Selena Kathleen Fairbank. Mandy Lindsay Bellows. Patricia Ann Martz. Christopher Marc Normando. Smith Jayesh Patel. Eminent Chancellor for the degree of Master of Public Health, Ashley Amson. Han Zhang. Jeffrey Wade Cresawati. Stephanie McQuaid. Sabrina Tashwini Singh.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculties, I present to you the remaining scholars whose names appear in the convocation program, but who today are not in attendance.
Well, graduates, you made it. You're now officially on the other side. Congratulations. Today is truly a proud moment for your parents, your siblings, grandparents, spouses, and children, and for the entire University of Alberta community. In total, we will graduate 8,590 students in convocation ceremonies this year. So now it's your turn to stand up, turn around, get everyone's attention, and give the people who have supported you throughout all of this a huge round of applause. Well, now that I've got you all back with us, it's time to turn our attention to the final part of today's ceremony. Before you are formally inducted into the University of Alberta Alumni Association, I invite you to watch the screens for the presentation of a special video montage. The song that accompanies the video, Je te retrouve, or I Remember You, was commissioned by Campus Saint-Jean in 2008 to honor the University of Alberta's centenary. It captures the hopefulness and potential of days spent at the university, and hopefully sparks your own memories of your years here. The song is also a display of many University of Alberta talents. It was composed by Professor Emeritus Dr. Franz Lavassier-Ouimet and arranged by University of Alberta alumnus Dr. Alan Bevan. The recording is performed by Choral Saint-Jean under the direction of Laurier Fayan. Enjoy.
Oh
Eminent Chancellor. Hi everyone, it's so great to be here. What a great day and a great looking crowd. My name is Sheena Nielsen, and it's my honor to welcome you and officially induct you to the University of Alberta Alumni Association. Among your alumni family are a Prime Minister, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, and a Nobel laureate, as well as many other outstanding business leaders, artists, educators, and humanitarians around the world. Alumni all dedicated to uplifting the whole people. A century ago, a group of graduates from the University of Alberta came together in the belief that they could do more together than they could separately. And for the last over 100 years, alumni like us have been doing great things. Bienvenue à notre famille mondiale. Welcome to our global family. Graduates, would you please stand? As a new ambassador for the University of Alberta, I call upon you to use the knowledge you have gained here for the betterment of yourselves and others. I call upon you to maintain a lifelong connection to our university. As an alumnus of the University of Alberta, be proud of your degree and of us as your fellow alumni. Nurture the lifelong friendships you've cultivated here on campus. Celebrate our university's many successes and recommend it to others. Take part in our Alumni Association's many events and activities. You are officially a lifetime member of a powerful worldwide network of friends and colleagues. On behalf of all alumni, I'm so very pleased to welcome you to our University of Alberta Alumni Association. Congratulations and best wishes in all your future endeavors. Please be seated.
Thank you, Sheena. Now, a few final words to our graduates. All of us on the stage today commend you on your determination and your achievements, which brought you here today. Our honorary degree recipient today has offered us a brilliant example of what putting others before yourself will accomplish. As Dr. Turpin said in his address, it brings uncommon success, and I know our graduates will follow in that path. Dr. Samantha Nutt, thank you once again for sharing your wisdom with our university family. In accepting this honorary degree, you bring great honor to our university. Thank you again. Graduates, the world is now open for you to be the leaders of tomorrow. But on your behalf now, I wish to thank our superb vocalist, Miss Jennifer O'Donnell, and our outstanding Convocation Band under the direction of Dr. Thomas Dust. Thank you. A few final comments for our graduates. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for taking on the responsibility of being a university graduate, and thank you for joining our alumni family. It's now my pleasure to invite everyone to join us on the main floor and first balcony lobbies for refreshment and fellowship. So graduates, may your dreams take you far, but may you always remain close to your alma mater, the University of Alberta. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.